tradition is everything here at the Iowa State Fair, and it is a long-standing tradition. Sarah Pratt, the current sculptor, she's such a wonderful young lady, and of course mentored under Duffy. The butter cow has been a part of it for 100 years this year, and certainly it's become a huge icon.
This year's cow is a Jersey. Joe and Norma's dairy farm is Lion Jerseys, so it's not only what I'm most familiar with, but it's also in honor of them and of her. Todd Lyon has been helping me since the first year that I took it over, but he's been working with his grandma since he was 11 or 12. A few weeks before her passing that we had the exciting news. I was told, and I think she was told about the same time, that we were going to be co-grand marshals of the parade. She had been the grand marshal, and I rode along with her in the front seat, you know, down below, but I got to experience that with her, so I was really looking forward to doing that by her side. It was very disappointing and sad to come into this fair season with that shadow and with that thought of what could have been, the experience we could have shared. But I know that she'll be there in spirit. And I just had all of these doubts, and she just kept telling me year after year, you can do this. And so having her believe in me to such an extent, even the year she did retire in 2006, and she called me and said, this is what you're going to sculpt, you're going to do it, you're fine. I've already told them that you're going to do it, you have to do it. The doubts that I still had at that point, and the support she gave me the next 5 years were just life-changing. The second sculpture is the 1911 butter cow, calf, and a young boy. That was the first butter cow at the Iowa State Fair. And after Duffy passed away, we talked about maybe having Duffy in the sculpture just to honor the 1911, you know, just the 100 years. But I decided to add a girl standing behind the cow because at her memorial service, one of her daughters, Valerie, stood up and shared a story that she had heard only the day before when her father had begun dating Norma and brought her back to Toledo for the first time to meet the family. And at that time, the tradition was Saturday night, you'd go downtown, you'd walk around and greet people, and they were watching a TV in the front of a store through the window. And he looked up and she was gone. And he looks down, up and down the street, and he sees her running down the main street, chasing a butterfly. And when he catches up to her, he says something to the effect of, you know, Norma, if we're gonna be together, you can't go running around my hometown. People will start talking. And she was furious, apparently, and completely, you know, indignant that he would even say that. And so a short time later, it was her birthday, and to make up for it, he gave her a paper butterfly that said, for your collection. She was chasing the butterfly for her collection. She was in a class at Iowa State where she was sketching insects and sketching all kinds of animals, and so she wanted this butterfly for her collection. And so when they went through her things, when her daughter was going through her things, they found that butterfly that Joe had given her. And so the girl behind the cow will be holding a butterfly in her hand. And so that will be to honor her.
We've had 5 different sculptors along the way, and of course Duffy Lyon, God rest her soul, she put her heart and soul into it for 45 years plus. But it'll be a celebration of what she has made it really an icon of the Iowa State Fair. And we are going to honor her memory and just have a lot of fun with this theme this year of 100 years of the butter cow. We have a lot of things hinging on the butter cow. You're going to see the sand sculpture up in the Cultural Center look like a cow. And if we could make it look like a butter cow, we will. The chainsaw carver is going to carve butter cows in wood. We have over 60 concrete cows that are decorated in a contest that they'll be placed around the fairgrounds. And our construction sculpture in the south entrance of the Varied Industry Building will also be shaped like a butter cow. We're all about the butter cow this year.